Hello everyone. In this video we are going to learn how to control the brightness of a LED and we will make it on Tinkercad. Okay, let's start with it and we will add the required components. So first is the Arduino Uno and breadboard, a LED, a resistor and a potentiometer. Okay, what is potentiometer now? So it's a variable resistor in which the resistance is manually varied so that the flow of electric current can be controlled. Okay, so let's start with the circuit part now. Firstly, do one thing, give power to the breadboard. So 5 volt need to be connected to this pinhole, changing the color of the wire, this one, and ground connection need to be given from here to this pinhole, making it black in color. So firstly, we will interface the LED. If you don't know the how to interface it, you can watch my previous videos. So put it here, use 220 ohms resistor, 220 ohms. So place it here, somewhat here, and they give the ground connection here, and you can connect this anode pin to the any pin of the digital pin. So I'm going to connect it from here. So this way, changing the color, make it green. Okay, so the next thing that we have to do is interface the potentiometer. So you can see there are terminal 1 and terminal 2. So we call it as fixed terminals or fixed ends. The one at the middle, this one is called as wiper. So we call it as variable end. Okay, so you can place it anywhere here. One end is connected to the positive or 5 volts and the other one to the ground one. So I'm going to give the connections here, 5 volts and the ground, that one. Okay, the wiper will be connected to the analog pin. You can choose any pin out of these. So I'm choosing A0 here. So let it be this way, and I'm changing the color and making it yellow. So the question is, why analog pin? We know a digital pin can only provide either 0 volt or 5 volt, means off or on. So if you want the intensity of light like half of the maximum value, so 2.5 volts is required for that according to the circuit. 2.5 volt is required, but we can't achieve it by using the digital pins. So analog pins are capable of providing the value in between 0 and 5, like 2.3, 2 volts. So that can be provided by the the analog pins. Okay, now let's move on to the coding part. So we are doing text coding here. Okay, so the first step is to declare variables. So I'm going to declare the variables here. So first is int LED. My LED is connected to pin number 6. And for potentiometer, I am writing it as pot. Pot is connected to A0. A0. So this is, so first step is completed. Second step is to set the pin modes. So LEDs are output and potentiometer is input. So pin mode our pot is input. Okay, so second step is completed. Move on to the third one, the loop part, the loop function part. Okay, so we have already discussed that analog read command converts input voltage range to the digital values, that is from 0 to 5 volt, that is input voltage, to 0 to 1023 integer value, or we can say it returns the value within the range of 0 to 1023. Okay, so at 0 volt return value is 0 and at 5 volts return value is 1023. Okay, the question is why it is returning the value between 0 to 1023? Because analog read has a 10-bit resolution and analog write has a 8-bit resolution. So analog write can provide the value between 0 and 255, where analog read can give a value between 0 to 1023. So if we are controlling LED with the potentiometer, so that is connected to the analog pin, we need to convert the value that is 0 to 1023, and it is coming out from the analog read, and we have to convert it to 0 to 255, or you can say we are converting 10-bit resolution to 8-bit. Okay, that can be done by two ways now. The first is dividing the value by 4. How I get 4? Why is, I have divided 1023 value divided by 255. I got a value 4. That is an approximate 4. The second one is using map function, or you can say map command. Okay, so in this video I'm going to start with the division, divisible by 4 division part. Okay, so let's start with the coding in here. So firstly, declare a local variable int value that I'm going to write here, and input value, input, sorry, I have to declare it now, int input value is equal to analog read what pot, analog read pot. So it is taking reading from the potentiometer now. And what is input value now? Input value is equal to, not this one, value is equal to input value divided by 4, and afterwards analog write the LED based on this value, and delay of 500 milliseconds is enough. Okay, so we have written the codes now. The thing is, let's click on the start simulation to see if it is working or not. Okay, here. Okay, it is working. Just rotate this knob so that you can see the light is going down or not. You can see here the intensity of light keep on increasing. Change is not clearly visible because it's an animation on the Tinkercad, but when you start making the circuit practically, you will able to see the change. Okay, now let's move on to the second part now. Second part is making it with the help of the map function or map command. So I'm going to write the syntax here first so that you can understand what we have to write. So its syntax is map the value that you are going to map for x from the low, from high, and too low, comma, to high. So this is the syntax for this. So what is the x? X is the value for which you are doing mapping. From low is the lowest value of the current range, that is 0. From high means the highest value of the current range, that is 1023. Too low means lowest value of the target range, that is 0. And too high means the value is 255, the highest value of the target. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are mapping the value from one range to another range. So what we have to do now, we will make changes to the coding. So I'm going to delete this part and use the map command. Map what? This value, input value, from low 0, from high 1023, from low, sorry, too low this, and 255. So click on start simulation to see if it is working or not. Okay, I'm going to rotate this. I am rotating it clockwise. You can see the light is fading, and when I rotate it anti-clockwise, the light is the intensity of light is getting high. So these are the method of doing coding to make a light fade, or you can control the brightness of LED using these two methods. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.